Hello, YouTubers and all those who happen to watch. This is just a general discussion, nothing to do with anyone at all, period. But I've dealt with my fair share of type of stuff like that, drama, situations where people are getting harassed and all that. Now, a lot of people think that there's a fine line of defending your friends on the internet, making you some sort of intellectual hero up to a point that does not make you a hero for defending someone over an internet page. However, though, it does make you a friend if you talk to the person about it via PM. The person that not the person harassing the person, but the person who's getting harassed. You talk to them about it and say, "How you doing? You all right?" That type of thing. They probably already did that already, so that's the step check, hook, line, and sinker. So the reinsurance of knowing those people have friends is probably the best measures of interest ever produced versus making some troll or some person who's harassing the person famous. You should just focus more on making your own videos and behind the scenes poke the person show and go, "Hey, you alright? You doing good? Well, I'm behind you 100%, so stuff like that, that's good. You can poke them on the shoulder and go, "Hey, man, I'm here for you. Don't listen to those jerks." That's the best way to come about with that type of stuff. People who basically take a dump on your lawn. Now, I went through this in the other video, so it's going to be a really, really brief footnote. Now, so that way people don't think I'm talking about them, because this is probably what they're going to be thinking, or if it relates to them, then all the power to them, but it's really not discussing anyone whatsoever. So, with that said, an example, Exhibit A. Some person walks up to your yard and takes a poop, right? Their dog just walks up there and just drops there, like squats over and takes a poop, right? On your lawn. And after a while, that poop starts building up, right? That poop starts building up, and you just look at it going, "There's poop in my yard. What the hell is this?" You look down at that poop going, "Really? Really?" Then you find out who's doing it. So then you point out, "Hey man, your dog's been pooping on my yard." You yell at him, right? And you make this big scene out in the middle of your yard in front of the entire neighborhood who's probably mowing their lawns, having a barbecue. The other one's looking at that going, "What the hell's that guy yelling about?" Some people say, "That dog's just pooping on your yard." Other people go, "Well, that guy who pooped on your yard should pick it up." On the other hand, some of the people go, yeah, they go, yeah, they cough like crazy. That's how they do it. No, they basically look at that situation and go, "Well, it's none of my business." There's always kinds of people that look at that situation of the dog taking a poop on the yard, different measures. Then other people go, the owner should just pick up the poop and just move on. Who cares? And after a while, you're not the person that should be picking up the poop, right? Agreeable. However, though, if you install a high security fence with electrical beams and all that, that dog ain't getting in there, that person ain't getting in there, or you're not getting out, right? Well, of course, you turn off the yard and whatever. But really, generally said, a lot of people I know actually do good on themselves and ignore the situation. That's the best measures of countering it. It's a really boring and long process, but then, of course, though, that's like saying, "Well, I tell you what, I make myself public, so I have to be prepared for the consequences." That's a sad thing to say and be blunt about, but that's the truth. I had to redo this video quite a few times to word it better, because a lot of people probably were insulted by it or something, so I apologize to anyone who got insulted by it or felt like I was saying something that was out of context or whatever. But I had to reword it so that way it's better for people to understand where I'm coming from. For me, I'm not the type of guy that would, pick a fight at anybody. I'm not really the type of guy. I might joke and kid with the person in person, obviously. I joke and kid with anybody whatsoever. I'm the type of guy that's very blunt, and also in the same sense, I'm not being serious at all. It's a fine line of being serious and being facetious, that type of thing. So what people should do with people on the internet, like who harass them constantly, That's the final thing. Is, or in this case, just briefly poking them on the shoulder until they get annoyed and go, "What the hell are you doing?" You know, that type of thing. The best thing you can ever do is not even listen to these people. That's all they want you to do is pay attention to them because they're bored people who don't give a crap. Because you know what? If in the first place, if the person lets their dog poop on your lawn, that means they don't care in the first place what you do. They'll just keep on doing it until you get annoyed, until you install a fence, and then they can't get in that fence anymore, and they just go. I mean, they'll get another dog. Sooner or later, that dog's gonna die. You know, that dog's just gonna drop dead on the middle of the freaking road for all they care. They'll buy another dog. They'll feel sorry for that dead dog, but they'll make another dog. You know, and they'll just move on to someone else's yard. Sad thing to say for those people whoever else has an open yard like that. You know, that's the things about the internet you gotta realize too. It's that this place is open to everybody. Assholes and nice people. You got to deal with it. You know, you can't be just like thinking that Mary Poppins is gonna clean up your yard for you. And, you know, that isn't gonna happen. No one's gonna help you like that. I mean, you can have someone else defend you, but it isn't gonna help you. It's gonna make things worse because it just attracts. That's like troll feed. It just attracts them even more, and they come back for more. So, you know, the best thing you can ever do is just ignore the bastards. And you know what? If you have a lot of friends that are behind you and help you and say, your videos are awesome, man. Your videos are great. That's the thing you need the most. You don't need to defend or justify yourself. If 1,000 other people think you're great versus those 2 people thought just being assholes to you, those people do not matter. That's my whole point of the video. Obviously, I was making the video, I was halfway because I was just being too damn blunt, so I had to clear it up a little bit more, I suppose. So I apologize to anyone who just, those 5 people who've seen it and going, what the hell? But it isn't really directed to anybody. It's just a general thing. I've seen a lot of people, aside of this for in reference for myself and everybody else. I saw a lot of people I know are good people, and they get crapped on a lot. And I don't think it's fair for them to get treated like that. In the same sense, I don't think it's fair to advertise a person who's acting like a dick to them, because it's just advertising those people and giving them more media attention, so to speak. That's sort of like how the news works. They'll just name names, and those people become semi-famous by some ignorant side of the fence. Who knows? But other than that, that's all really what the video was about. It wasn't anything directly really towards me, towards anyone else I know. It's just a reference I would use towards the end of this video that I would ever mention anyone else. But those other people could be guided as a reference. That's about it. But I'm not mentioning names. I don't think it's right. I'm not talking about anyone in Pacific either, so people be like, oh, you're talking about me. No, I'm not. You know, there's so many other references. I mean, it does not really always have to come back to you. That's the thing, too. So that's basically it, guys. I hope it somehow puts some sort of light on your situations or any ever future endeavors when you're making an account on YouTube. You realize you're going to have to deal with a lot of jerks. I've dealt with them. Everyone's dealt with them. Best measures you can ever do is ignore them and keep on making your content as great as it always is. You know, that's one of the main reasons I watch people, is to watch great content. People doing package videos, people doing video casts, people talking about their day, people talking about their cats, talking about their fish tanks. You know, people like that are, you know, I can watch. I kick back and watch those people and smile. Versus people who act like dickheads to other people, I don't watch them. I don't watch them at all. I don't pay attention to them, and I don't give them the media they think they deserve when they really don't. So, with that said, I hope this shed some light on you guys, and again, take it easy.